We're moving. General, we need to move!
Contact, sir. Backup team has secured the site. This morning they reported 2 vehicles had arrived, 6 or 7 people.
You recognize any faces?
It's too dark, sir. We've got a short burst of radio comms, then nothing. Entire patrol.
Did they get anyone?
These were the only bodies.
I thought the war had ended here 8 years ago. So why have 3 British soldiers been murdered?
That barn was the patrol's vantage point, sir. Good views to this barn and all approaches.
The weapon's been touched.
Bastards weren't here for long enough, sir.
So the killers left the weapons here?
Yes, sir.
Well, whoever it was, I doubt they'll be stupid enough to come back.
Backup team can't have missed them by more than 20 minutes.
Well, they're gone now. Let's get the bodies back home.
Excuse me, sir. This is a crime scene. We shouldn't move anything.
What are you talking about?
Your men were murdered, sir. You'll need forensic evidence to convict whoever did it in court.
The only court they're getting is a dark alley.
Get Sarajevo SIB out here, Tim.
SIBs, huh?
Sergeant Madonna's right. This is a crime.
2 days ago, an SAS patrol found a shed full of weapons in a deserted farm in Bosnia, someplace called Dragoje. They had no idea who owned the weapons, so a decision was taken higher up that the SAS would lay up and wait for the owner to come home. This morning he did. The patrol was wiped out. All dead.
In Bosnia? You expect that kind of grief in Afghanistan or Iraq, maybe even Sierra Leone, but not in Bosnia.
Plenty of bad guys still in Bosnia, Kenny. War criminals on the run, Albanian gangsters, even Al-Qaeda terrorist cells. You ought to put a team together and get out to Bosnia. Someone from Sarajevo SIB will run the case on the ground. Staff Sergeant Harriet Frost. She'll be made up to acting W02.
You mean I'm going to be working under someone junior to me, sir?
Sir?
Be good for you, Ken. Do you know Harriet Frost?
Oh, yeah.
Donna. Bruce!
Joe, just letting you know, we're catching the RAF flight to Sarajevo and we're with you in 3 hours.
You're investigating the shootings?
Yeah, Burns too. He's catching a later flight.
A comfy one with real air hostesses.
Hairy hostile RAF guerrillas.
Yeah, now you have to show us the crime scene as soon as we arrive.
I can't. I'm close protection duty.
No. Howard's cleared it with power bright. Transfer order's been faxed.
Well, that's great. Is Roper coming out?
No. Roper's wife and kids turned up out the blue and moved back in with him.
That's good. It's good for Roper.
Yeah, everything's forgiven and forgotten. See you soon.
Know how to use that, do you?
Yes, sir.
Glad to see you're not just here for decoration.
Can I ask you something, sir? Who knew your patrol was on the farm?
You know I can't discuss that. We're in the Badlands here. There's no place for police work or rules of evidence or, no offence, special investigation branch. If you want to catch whoever killed my men, we have to fight like they did.
You won't catch them unless you know who they are.
Joe! Tim! Didn't know you two knew each other.
Karen, sorry, I've got to get on. So, Madonna.
What's his problem?
Bad day. How's work?
Just finished building the indoor range. You should try it out.
I will.
Do you fancy a drink tonight?
You're going to show me the hot spots of Banja Luka?
Yeah, if you got a spare 5 minutes.
Sorry, Kieran, I can't.
Amos gets the brush off again.
Well, if it isn't Harry Frost.
Hello, Steve.
Sergeants Bruce Hornsby, Joe McDonough, Staff Sergeant Harriet Frost.
Good to meet you, Harriet.
Yeah, you too, Bruce. I don't want to make a big thing about it, but I've been promoted for this case, W02.
Congratulations. Very fine.
Mom?
Get yourselves suited up. I'll show you what we've got. That's where the killers came in. We found footprints, shell cases. 2 of the dead had multiple bullet wounds in the back.
Did they all fire their weapons?
This one emptied his magazine, as did this one, but this man didn't even get a shot off. It looks as if the patrol gave themselves away.
An SAS deep cover patrol, Mom. Isn't it more likely someone told the killers they were here?
Would you mind not contaminating the crime scene, please, Bruce?
I think if we find who owns the weapons in the garage, we'll find our killers. Steve, will you make arrangements to get the bodies back to the UK and Bruce start going through personal effects?
Mum.
Joe, can I have a word? Something's puzzling me about this.
Me too, Mom. The patrol emptied 2 magazines, fired more than 40 rounds. They must have hit someone. We should check local hospitals.
Yeah, that's not quite what I meant. I'm puzzled about you. I thought you were in Bosnia on close protection duties and then you show up here back to the SIB.
Purbright approved the transfer.
And no one saw fit to consult the senior investigator on the ground. It's nothing personal, Joe. But with Sergeant Major Forney and Sergeant Hornsby on the case, I have more than adequate manpower to deal with this.
I was ordered to assist in this investigation.
Not by me.
What do you want me to do, Mom?
Go back to base, set up the incident room. You may have to use some feminine wiles to requisition stuff. Well, there's no reflection on you or your abilities, Joe.
I'll try to remember that, Mom. Hi, Roper. It's me.
How are you?
Question. The Dragorje incident. I think there's a possibility the people we're after were tipped off.